With pretty much all dungeons being required, of course, Ace Road is always a favorite for some people. Maybe it's just a classic kind of Mario, or maybe even the.
Alright, and we find the hammer in the first chest.
So, yeah, you remember me talking about energy? Screw that.
Yeah, this will be more fun. And we see that Eastern is a red crystal and the other are normal crystals. Although, today, that doesn't really...
Yeah, with all dungeons, like we said, it doesn't matter if it's a crystal or pendant, you're going to get that. So, some runners actually might not do a map check at all and just mark the stuff once they collect it.
I did also quite like the text we got from the uncle at the start of the game there with "I'm not your uncle." That raises a lot of questions.
Well, I don't think that a human can be the uncle of a reindeer like for Pink Kitty Road.
No, absolutely not. At least not for what I've seen. And Goomba got a real lucky bomb drop there from the first set of guards.
PK also got a bomb drop.
Yeah. Otherwise, if they don't get bomb drops, there's generally one room which are fairly easy where you can farm, and those are the ropes down in the city.
Yeah, especially if you have a weapon that doesn't run on resources like the kind of burner that would run on resources. But we don't need to care about that, we got a sword. And hey, mushroom.
Ooh, early side quest items, that's interesting.
So now that mushroom leads to the shovel, that shovel leads to the powder, and that powder leads to the Zomaria, so you can fake powder.
I'm still hoping for fake powder. Otherwise, there are some other very cool Cs we see from our runners. For example, Julian Ninja is using that Phoenix Wright skin.
Yeah. And
and farming was unneeded. Well, the farming was unneeded since there we had triple bombs.
Yeah. And talking further about sprites, Goomba is using the Marissa sprite from the 2 series, and I don't know what the goal is on Synapse side.
I don't recognize it either. Looks like some kind of female Link sprite. There is the small key to the sewers.
Yeah, that small key always has to be in one of the first 4 chests of escape in the standard. In open or inverted, it cannot be in the boomerang chest or in the chest on the other side, because you could otherwise waste the key somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay, one of our trackers, Wolfling, tells us Synapse using the generic girl.
Yeah, even though it's good that I got the hammer super early, so far it's not locking up anything.
Yeah, they will need some more equipment before that hammer will unlock any locations.
If I remember correctly, when it comes to the hammer, it generally is 2 more items before it unlocks anything.
Yeah, you either need Desmount Nexus and a hookshot, or Desmount Nexus and the mirror, or a glove and the pearl, at least.
Those ropes can really get in the way sometimes. And we got the book as well. We just became lit. So yeah, quite a lot of stuff. that is quite an interesting one. Getting the book very early could prompt our runners to head over to desert a little bit earlier than maybe.
Yeah, but of course, another thing that the book now unlocks is the tablets. There was a bug earlier in version 30 where the tablets could not have progression because only one of the swords was considered in logic. That bug is fixed, so we will be able to get progression on the tablet.
Yeah, it would also be interesting to see if they are gonna go up to pedestal super early while getting the Kakuriko 4 6.
Yeah, if I am getting the book early, I usually decide to check the tablet to somewhat together with the mushroom spot. Give some nice little option to do that.
Yeah, it's not too far away, and we see that the last one was the map, since that one wasn't at the back of.
Okay, Goomba and Pink Kitty Rose. Bruce didn't count their check for the map. You didn't notice that. And PK are actually doing something interesting. They are going away from Kakariko and deciding to check out the South Shore first.
Actually, she's gonna go up to the witch.
They are going to do it. Yay, that's cool. And that's a cool thing that you don't often see. And I guess they want to check it early in case it is something, and if it's nothing, they're just gonna reset.
Yeah, probably. They'll be able to save that the mushroom for fake powder eventually. Really, that can be quite a good idea. And we saw that was 20 rupees on the mushroom.
Yeah, I think I saw something like a bottle on Lumberjack. I couldn't totally make it out.
That was the mirror. Pinky to Rose coming through really strong here with that mirror.
Yeah, BKR right now doing one of the most weirdest fake flippers overall. That fake flipper there is really hard sometimes because you have to do some weird movement to get out of the wall sometimes, based on if you are on the topmost pixel or the second topmost pixel before jumping.
We are gonna see sign up second Ped, so Ped can die very quickly.
We got Bow on Pink Kitty Rose in the dam.
We got powder for Union Ninja in Blyden's hut, and here it comes.
Oh, bottle!
That looks like it was a red goo in that bottle as well.
Yeah? Yeah, so if you need some more health before going to Ganon, you can quickly put a pedestal. We will have the pendants cleared out at that time, so there's no problem.
So far, we have seen some quite interesting placement for a few of these items. So I missed both times what was on the Lumberjack Cave.
I'm sure Shed can fill us in.
The flute for Pink Kitty Rose.
Okay, Shed says hard piece for Lumberjack.
Thank you, Shed.
Yeah, especially thanks to our tracker Wolflink and our other tracker joining soon, Masker, currently filling in Fear Agent. And a small little chicken clip from Judo Ninja. Let's throw the chicken into the wall and yay! Moonball, cool. I like that.
We get a lot of good stuff very early in this seed. It's not even been 10 minutes yet.
Yeah, we got especially a lot of stuff from Pink Kitty Rose that the other runners haven't checked yet. So, at this point, it's the question, where are we going next? Of course, Easter Palace sounds like a really good play with everything that we got with the bow from South Shore, and of course the flute putting it quite close to you. Of course, as well, this mountain has 2 checks you can get.
Julian decides to do Batcave.
Yeah, with that early powder and the hammer. Okay, I think that's now really hard indicates Eastern Palace. We got the lamp from the bed.
Alright, a lot of good stuff early. That basically means that we can... Tower of Hera is open as well, basically. Because of being
No.
might eventually
Alright.
go over there.
We have the entirety of this mountain open except for the dark side. We just need to go ahead and use that mirror to go top and use the hammer at the top to get across the bridge.
And was nothing interesting on the race game either. Goomba also getting cursed with the lamp.
Yeah, they are getting cursed to see in the dark. Who wants that?
I'm hoping then that their eyes hurts a little bit more in normal sunlight. But otherwise, I don't see how that is a curse. But that also means that when they find the glove, desert is also clearable, right?
Yep, pretty much. When they find love, the entire world opens up right now. They can do Place of Darkness, Seas Down. They can probably do some stuff up on this mountain. There's a lot of stuff that opens up from just a glove.
Yeah.
But of course, Shed is hoping for 2 gloves behind Aghanim.
Yeah, you could do that. We are gonna see Goomba also heading up to the witches to get his mirror.
And PKR activating the flute and doing actually something interesting. They are activating the flute cutscene very far on the left side instead of like on the middle or something, because the cutscene ends slightly earlier if you can activate it from the left side.
I didn't actually know that.
Yeah, the cutscene ends once the bird is off screen, and if he is going off screen a bit earlier because of the sidecar on, let's cut the cutscene a bit.
It makes sense. Interesting enough though, Julian did not decide to do a straight save and quit and activate the flute and then fly to Iceford Cave, which usually tends to.
Yeah, it's about even for Iceford Cave itself, but continuing after Iceford Cave is a bit faster with the flute, so it would have been better as long as you don't plan to save and quit just to somewhere.
And he's not heading over to Kakariko yet to activate the flute as well. He's heading over to Eastern.
Yeah, he reads the logic telling him, hey, you got bow, you got lamp, go Eastern, you can clear it. And even if it's not the place the logic wants him to go to, it's a place that he needs to clear out anyway.
Yeah.
The only thing that's not as good about this is he cannot clear it together with Path of Darkness if he finds the glove later on. And hey, Master Sword.
And Blue Mail as well.
So now we have Aghanim in logic. Another one of those nice little all dungeons.
Yeah, but generally we want to save that to last, since we can easily just use mirror on top of pyramid after Ganon's tower.
Yeah, and something that many people don't actually realize, beating Aghanim's tower heals you, and beating Ganon's tower does not heal you. So, if you can keep Aghanim's tower till the very end, you can get a free refill at the very end, right before Ganon.
We see sign-ups in over to the desert.
Yeah. He actually decides to do Agina before shaking in this desert. Like the actual desert palace. It's just some more love.
And Goomba is starting to climb the mountain.
Yeah, with pretty much everything on this mountain open, it's not a bad choice.
Yeah, with how many checks there are up on the mountain? We have, of course, Hera, we have the two on Spectacle Rock, the old man we are currently escorting, we have Paradox Cave, Spiral Cave, and you can also go ahead and check what's on the island while you are over there on the east.
Yeah, and if you find randomly 2 more gloves on the way, well, that would unlock the entire floor of Darkness Mountain as well. Except, of course, for Turtle Rock, but that's Turtle Rock. Oh, and if you would actually find like Cane of Burner up here, you could also do a Spy Cave if you find the glove as well. Hey, half magic in Eastern Palace.
That's handy. And we have a sword up on top of Spectacle Rock.
Well, our racers of course can grab that, so that's the third spot that we have.
We also had a blind sick come in from Goomba. Will be rewarded with 10 arrows, but also the hint.
Yeah, that hint is actually the reason why many people nowadays do the Spectacle Rock Cave blind without checking it earlier.
Unfortunately, it was only a joke hint today.
Yeah, it's always a joke hint. And hey, the most important item is placed in Eastern Palace. We can now do swag on them. Also, did you catch the hint from Yulin Ninja in Eastern Palace? I did not read it earlier.
Okay, so we have Green Pennant over in Skullwoods. There are other pennants are in Swamp Palace and at top of Turtle Rock. I did not see where the other red crystal. But the handy master sword did made sure so that Pinky to Rose and the others could check the tabs here while we're here. They're being rewarded with 50 rupees from the.
Yeah. And Shaq actually confirming it was cash above the post was the hint in Eastern Palace, so Yulin Ninja has some knowledge there that he does not need to check the graveyard ledge.
Quite a handy hint, indeed. Okay, the big key down there on the first spot in. Don't actually know what that room is called.
Basement cage, actually, this is called because of the packs.
The shovel requires Cane of Somalia. That's the first hint in Tower of Hera. It's a huge hint.
Well, that could mean that the shovel is placed in Gan's tower on the right side. Could mean it's online boss, or it could mean that it's just on somewhere on Turtle Rock that is not reachable from the middle entrance. From the middle end, or from the back entrance without the cane.
Kenos Maya can't be in GT because Mr. Meyer is the other red crystal.
Well, Maya is still one of the locations the shovel can be after that. Yeah, thanks, and we found out that the ghost near water.
And Pinky Rose is the first one that will be fighting Moldon.
Yeah, they will have actually a really nice Moldon fight. Master Sword or Hammer. Either spins or using the hammer will take out Moldon with just 3 hits without him going into the enraged phase. And it's just a hard piece.
Well, it is the first temple cleared. And we
Well,
don't need head into the fire part of Hera because that's where it's more key.
Yeah, and it's actually the second dungeon cleared overall because Yule Ninja already is done with Eastern Palace.
Oh, he has sniped it basically from Pinky to Rose.
And yes, chat, the key in Tower of Hera catalog itself, this was a change with version 29, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Moldon chasing Goomba went around.
Yeah, decided to troll him a little bit more than Pinky to Rose. But Julian has now also headed up the mountain.
Yeah, pretty much everyone wants to go off the mountain with all the items, and I don't think we have that much it's left outside of, well, dipping into desert.
Yeah, we are rapidly running out of places. It's very possible that there is, in fact, a glove on the pyramid or somewhere inside of...
Yeah, we could also just find the hookshot somewhere around and then have to go up to Hype Cave for our first club.
Yeah. We see Pinky to Rose inside of Paradox Cave and did not see anything interesting in the first chest.
Hey, I see the kind of Mario. Yeah, we can get our shovel now, right?
Oh, okay. I read that in back around and the other way around.
Yeah, okay, with that flippers, we actually now have access to the front part of Swamp Palace.
That is interesting.
Oh no, we don't, because Dark World access. I'm dumb.
We see Pinky to Rose gunning forward Castle. Quite an interesting gamble considering that he has not been into Eastern or checked out Desert yet.
Well, you have to do it anyway, and once you're done with Aegon's Tower, you can do Palace of Darkness and Eastern Palace combined.
Yeah.
So it's definitely not a bad play. But yeah, except when Desert Palace is something, Aegon is required for Dark World X.
Yeah.
Or of course, the flipper checks could also lead to something.
Looks like Goomba is gonna take the flippers and do all the swim.
Shed also pointing out that with the flippers and the mirror, once Aghanim is down, Pinky Roots can also route together Catfish and the watershed.
Yeah. And that
Yes.
hint for Pinky Rose was not needed. It was nothing interesting.
Hey, most of the hints that you go out of your way are just tokens.
Well, we found our first bottle and another armor upgrade.
Yeah, so now it's going to be interesting. Sick Kid for first love.
That would be funny. I didn't know Sick Kid was going to the gym. Okay, the scammer himself. What does he have for us today?
Oh, a full hour of love.
We probably paid something that was really expensive for him. Maybe some kind of hospital bill or something, and he told us something.
And we see bluebirds on Aghanim. I think so far it was only one zoo, so it's not that bad.
And a bit of love from Sick Kid as well.
He said he shouldn't give out his heart so easily.
Yeah, what is he doing? He's already in bed.
I think that was the second blue ball of Aghanim. Of course, all our runners will have to do Aghanim, so all of them will have to do this fight and do blue ball.
Goomba now also gonna do that Hyrule Castle class.
Yeah, makes sense for them, especially since they can do the same route afterwards as Pinky Rose can do with shaking Boost, Path of Darkness, and Eastern at the same time, and Catfish with the entire water shakes.
Yeah. Pinky Tour's gonna take the hobo. We have not seen that yet.
Yeah, this is one of the most used ways to get to hobo, because most people do him early before getting Darkwood access, or don't do him at all.
Yes, like we see with Julian right now.
We actually see PKR do a few more water checks right now.
Little bit surprised that none of them has went into pod yet.
Well, of course, only Pinky Rose can do into Paths of Darkness. The other ones are not in Darkwood.
Yeah, of course. We're gonna have to see what when Goomba goes after he's done with the class.
But yeah, it looks like Pinky Rose now goes over to Paths of Darkness. They just want to make sure that a few water checks are in before they go over.
A double hit with the boomerang there for Goomba. That looked really beautiful.
Yeah, making smart use of that boomerang in order to get the key without going to the key, and therefore saving himself some hassle. PK are now going to mirror for their tempered.
I have to talk with Julian. I think he just stole Edgeworth's costume. He needs it for the trial.
So yeah, at this point it looks like the seed was required Darkwood access via Aghanim. There's the one thing left, of course, before we have nothing left, but I don't think our runners currently want to go to desert.
We have not seen Desert yet though, so we still have that open.
Yeah, but I'd be wondering if our runners want to go there before they find their first love. And
although the last couple of races I have commentated on both of them, there have been glove in Desert. It was often a tightness myth they found there, but still.
yeah, and something that we found out is that Palace of Darkness is bulldoged. Some bombs in the big chest of some palace, nice. We don't need that. So they will have to, all of our runners will have to go through the right side here, taking the slow road to get to the main rooms of Palace of Darkness. And we will actually see Euro Ninja go over and check desert.
Could be huge. Imagine for the gloves being over there.
Well, that would definitely be a huge one, but at the same time, it's not like our other runners are not progressing right now. Pink Rose and Goomba boosted Aghanim, which is a thing that all of our runners will have to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, so far, Palace of Darkness being a lot of keys and dungeon items. No items so far, so all the items are in the back.
At least Desert isn't boot locked.
Which is definitely nice to have.
And there's a small key for the right side of Desert.
It looks right now like Synams and Euro Ninja Boost wanting to prevent Aghanim as much as possible. And first item in that was 20 rupees. And the second one.
Last item is on Land Molas.
Yeah. So Aghanim 100% required to get into the Dark World.
And Synapse get a ferry from the Waterfall Cave ferry.
Yeah, that's nice to have. If you don't have the moon pearl, that ferry can actually get you some use in the dark world.
We have one item left in the Palace of Darkness, and it's on Helmasaur.
And chat was asking if this was standard or open. It was a standard anchor assured, actually.
We are seeing now Julian is doing the Hyrule Castle climb. Synam's gonna be joining him soon. Does not have a lot of tech left for him.
Yeah, Synam still wants to avoid Aghanim right now. It could, of course, also be that Ninja and Synam don't know that Aghanim is right now back in logic with 2 swords instead of just with Cape, which was another side effect of the old tablets bug.
I think Synap did sec EF tablet, so must have some knowledge about it. There we go, Pinky Rose picking up her second crystal.
And it's 10 arrows. So, Palace of Darkness kinda empty so far, was it? I think.
We believe in Catfish basically right now.
Nope, Hype Cave. Hype Cave and Stumpy, we can't reach Catfish. Hype Cave.
Yeah, right.
Hype Cave, Stumpy, and Digging Game are the last item locations. Pinky Rose, of course, first gonna finish up Eastern Palace while they are in the area.
I still want to believe that Catfish has something.
Yeah, with how locked up he is. But of course, with Aghanim down and our runners having the mirror, they will be able to just save and crit in the dark world, will be back on the pyramid, and then be able to go over to the Catfish if something is there. So that's nice routing, at least. And chat pointing out K45 is also in logic with the mirror. So yay! Thanks, chat.
Thank you so much. So Pinky Rose is also gonna take the time to clear out Eastern while she's here. We are probably expecting that Goomba will do the same after.
Yeah, that's pretty much the main thing they did here, and Goomba unfortunately walked off the edge. Remember that he cannot go directly there because of the beetles, so he just runs back up there and jumps this time directly.
It feels irritating when that happens.
Shit, also pointing out we have still Swamp Palace open.
Right. Julian gonna head straight into pod. He have already done Eastern is also already done the swimming stuff, so he's bucking to pod.
So yeah, while our runners are pretty much all retracing each other's steps, I would like to ask you to follow those runners. They're doing an awesome job showing us how to play this game. And yeah, it's just a fun time watching them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Extremely clean hammer saw fight from Goomba.
And switching out to that mirror direct.
Yeah, directly planning to ahead in order to go ahead and mirror to Eastern Palace next. Okay, Shed, how would you like Ice Rod in Swamp Palace, Hook Shot, or Laser Bridge? With Ice Rod, of course, being in the back half of Swamp, and let's put a glove on the left side.
Ah, but do the evil things today, alright.
Hey, it's all dungeons, we have to do all the trolls, so yeah.
According to one guy in chat, that had seen both of the gloves in Swamp. That also sounds pretty irritating.
Yeah, could also make, hey, first glove in Swamp left side, afterwards you have to dip out, grab your hook shot, and then come back in for the second glove in the back.
You really want our runners to have to double diff Swamp today. Pinky the Rose is gonna pick up the red mail. So everyone is very fashionable style today.
Yeah, I prefer blue mail.
Yeah, so some of the skins looks better with blue mail, definitely. I was gonna say just look at the Pikachu sprite, but I don't think I will have to.
Just look at the Inkling sprite. Once you have red mail, it doesn't look as awesome as with blue mail.
Yeah. Well, everyone has the Dark World access now.
Yeah, everyone taking their Dark World access and going pretty much straight to Palace of Darkness.
Not a lot they can do in the Dark World except for going south.
Yeah, which we pretty much know is required. Also, PKR, please just do. Yeah, thanks.
Thank
Okay.
you. Only needed the information from Desert Ledge there. That's good.
Yeah. Let's just say they wanted to only have that information and they didn't forget about South Darkwood.
I can imagine a few people of the newer runners forgetting that they can head down.
Yeah. It's one of those things that actually comes up extremely rarely that you have to be tagging them for South Darkwood access alone. You usually have like the hookshot for the North Darkwood and not the hammer for just the South Darkwood.
Yeah, even then, if you don't have glove but have the hookshot, you can just swim over there to have the flippers to head over to the northern side.
You can even just use the hammer. There is a hammer pack that is one of the roadblocks there.
Yeah. Anyway, Hype Cave, just rupees so far, even more money, and silver.
Yes, can we trade them for rupees? I think that's more interesting.
Yeah, why do we want silvers for? We want to make it hard for.
I guess silvers are nice for victories. So.
Then again, there are some pretty cool strats you can do there. My favorite when it comes to victories when I don't have silvers is having the magic cape and do dash strats through all of the eyeball.
Yeah. Looks like Pinkadoros now decides to quickly shake the Bombos tablet, and I don't know if they would go to Swamp Hills after this, hoping something is there with everything they got, and or if they actually will do the more normal play and decide to go for the rest of South Darkwood.
Well, Pinky Toad was rewarded with the big 20 from the sky, so you're gonna have to head into swamp now. At least that is where it is going.
Yeah, and actually mirror, so it's not only for the hint tile.
I just love that 1.0 glitch where you can get rid of the blocks in.
I love all the 1.0 glitches. They are so fun to mess around with, especially the ones that are actually not allowed in the races. Hey, Springboard behind Bradley. I hope you have the Super Metroid installed.
Yeah.
Shed wants bombers to dip ice? Shed, are you forgetting we need some more gloves for that?
50 rupees in the first chest for Pink KTR. Goomba also decided to take out Bombos. It is understandable with the fact that they are about there. I usually tend to take that when it is purple sets, but since we don't have a lot of eye locations left, I can see why you want to head over and do that.
Yeah, especially if you plan to do Swamp Hills right afterwards. And yes, with that Chaturok being pendant, we can have that ice rod pretty much anywhere we want, including the Genstar Big.
Oh, that is not nice.
Hey, it's one of the easiest to forget chests if you are in a mode that allows you to do Genstar before you are able to beat Genstar. Oh no!
The hook shot for Julian from Stumpy.
So, Bruce, Pinkadoros, and Goomba are going into a double dip of Swamp Palace that is not required.
Ooh. That is so sad. An amazing find for Julian.
Yeah, definitely extremely nice for them. They could even decide to skip out on Swamp Hills for now, but with the amount of chests in there, it's actually a good day to just do.
Yeah.
They could, of course, also take the hook shot and go to the West Darkwood via the Aghanim portal.
Yeah, that hook just unlocks a lot of stuff for us. Only 10 arrows from the digging game. So, as it looks right now, either we get something here from the two chests that Pinky Rose is gonna set up, or there's something at the back of Swamp, or our progression is on the northern / western side of Hyrule.
Yeah, we know it's not in Graveyard Ledge at least.
Which is basically the only thing we can do, the second northern side of the Dark World.
Well, we can go check the front of the woods and Thieves Town.
I generally consider Skullwoods to be part of the western side of Hyrule.
I would just say they are Dark World.
Yeah, it's just easier that way. So nothing in Swamp at the front of it.
Yep, PKR and Goomba will feel so far behind once they hit Stumpy.
You mentally kick yourself when you find the hookshot after you just been in Swamp.
Oh, I'm sure Pinky Rose will have some nice words and commentary later, in the interview later on.
Yeah, absolutely. But we see that Julian is gunning straight for Swamp.
Yeah, with that hookshot, that makes sense. And Synapse, forgetting that he could just save and quit and he would land on the pyramid, which is a bit faster if he wants to go pretty much anywhere compared to just going back through the to the Path of Darkness maze.
Yeah. We see Pinky to Rose doing 180 and running back straight towards Swamp. Not even deciding to take Dick's spot.
Well, I think they know that they can rot in the digging game together with the Village of Outcast check, so that's fine. So, and here is the reason why you don't want to double dip Swamp Palace if not needed. Pinky Rose has to go back to the light world, go back in, go through the room, pull the lever, go back out, go back into the dark world, and then go through half of Swamp Palace again.
While I was still practicing the randomizer, one of the seeds I got was actually a vanilla hookshot, and I was so mad at it for. We are gonna see Julian do. Okay, he's gonna. I don't not suspect. Did he pick up the one down there? No, he didn't. Right, he got a key from there. I thought it was gonna go up to the back of Swamp first, considering where he was.
I guess with the early hookshot and everything, he feels like it's extremely likely that the left side has items for him. There are items on the left side, but they are not items that he wants.
Yeah, one of them is the big key, which we don't need it today.
Yeah, we already knew that from a hint. And now Goomba saves and quits with the mirror and Aghanim dead. Goomba will actually land on the pyramid, which is pretty much where he wants to go.
Synapse did also check stump before heading over here, so also huge time game for.
Yeah, our first two chests in the back of Swamp Palace were nothing more than a lot of rupees. Some more love in the next one, and now it's only the walls left. I don't know if there's an item left in here. Well, Chat points out that Goomba could have just walked back. But without a glove, walking back he would have to go pretty much all around. So it's not that much of a difference. I would think that walking is directly is faster, but it's definitely not a huge time loss at least.
Pinky throws he's gonna kill off Argus and he's water with a map, so we need to head up north and do the northern way over to the west side of.
Yeah, I think Boost, Goomba, and Pinky Rose felt that they left something in Swamp and double dipped it for nothing. But yeah, now I think Pinky Rose takes the time to do some more flipper checks. Oh, I see what they are doing. They are going for the southeast Dark World cave in directly in the Dark World Ice space. But you kinda need to have a glove for that one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, they are taking the wall. Okay.
That's actually that's a smart idea. That saves a bit of time, doesn't it?
Compared to save and quit, it should be just slightly faster. Saving and quitting takes a few seconds, and otherwise movement it's a bit slower than the movement from the pyramid, but compared to save and quit, it should be slightly.
So, is it gonna be anything on Bumper Cave today? Because that's where Pinky Rose is heading. The
It's
fire
a
rod. That was fire rod.
Yeah, couldn't make it out. Was extremely low quality for me, sadly.
Now where's that cape?
Let's put that cape on Laser Bridge or something down.
You really want them to have the double dip Turtle Rock?
No, I don't want them to double the pendant Turtle Rock.
Right.
Could also put the cape in my cave and like let's put boots or the Maya medallion on Laser Bridge and then the ice rod in against our big chest. Hey Wolfling, don't steal my idea for the troll of the sea.
Yeah, you need to pattern that. Not a lot from Skull Woods. Yeah, we found both of the items now. There's nothing really in Skull Woods for progression, so we will have to head down to Wilderness of Outcast in Seafstown for our gloves, basically.
Yeah, we pretty much... It's actually interesting. We pretty much every time got pretty tunneled down to one location. But okay, we could also find the cape here and have the Fire Rod leads us to back to Squirrels, which gives us a green pendant, which leads us then to Glove or something. To make it overcomplicated. Or Glove.
Nope. There it was.
I'm sad.
Yeah, me too. I really wanted that to happen now because he said it. But yeah, we really see the difference here between not going to Swamp and going to Swamp first. With Julian is already in Safe Town. And of course, Pinky Toes also went into Skull Woods, but let's not think about that.
So yeah, with that Glove we now can, of course, beat Landmolars. With that Glove we can otherwise... I don't think too much right now.
Yeah, there's still a lot of stuff locked. We basically need Tiny Smiths at this point to be able to do anything.
We need either Titan Splits or... Well, we pretty much need Titan Splits to unlock anything that we haven't unlocked via auto means at this point.
Well, that was a cute bunny sprite on Phoenix, right?
Yeah. I sadly don't know Phoenix right enough to know what sprite it was.
The classic shield in let's see.
Yeah.
Time for one of the more irritating hallways when it comes to Link to the Past when you're still learning.
Yeah. It's not that hard once you get used to it, but that conveyor really messes you up. Yes, sanctioned. We know that the single area required a bomb because we found it already in Mini Moldon Cave. Sanctioned.
We are basically seeing that Julian is right now 3 rooms ahead of Pink Kitty. And another shield. So we are seeing all 3 shields at this point.
Chat is actually asking how you do set yourself to custom sprites, and the answer is actually that at the end of the randomization process, you get yourself the option for a few cosmetic changes, like the color of the hearts, the speed of the heartbeat when you're on low health, and, well, the sprite that you want to use.
Yeah, there's a big crew working on sprites. If you head over to the ALTTP Randomizer Discord, you can find a lot of people working. They're also credited in the credits of every season.
Well, the main guy said to the stuff behind them was sadly the guys that actually made the sprites. They are now credited on the website actually with science that was added in version 30 that displays all the sprites that you can.
And the small key was actually locked in Safe Town today, so we don't need that over there.
Yeah, and for logic reasons, that's actually interesting because that makes T-Stone require the hammer. Of course, we do have the hammer already for a long time, but that's an interesting one if you are searching for the hammer and like T-Stone is one of the pendants and you don't know the pedestal yet or something like that.
Otherwise, we have not found anything in Thief Town.
Well, we have Desert Palace completion left. Since we got the first love, we can now beat Desert Palace and Land Molars.
Okay, so are we gonna see the cape on Land Mola for Fire Rod? But that wouldn't work because then we would be locked from everything. I don't think we have anything else.
We would get the green pendant, which could then lead us to like the second love. Or it could lead us to the boots, which then lead us to like the second love.
Yeah, if we get a boost, then we have the Bonk Rocks and the King's Tomb.
But yeah, Desert Palace boss is the last thing that we have open.
So far we have had a pretty linear seeds, all things considered.
Yeah, there was not a lot of option for any of our runners to go somewhere completely different. They did have their fun for the first 10 minutes going a few different routes, but by now they have all to converge to the same route and go to desert. Oh, catfish! Catfish, yeah. Catfish and desert.
Come on, I want my gut feeling to be right.
Catfish gonna have Caesar medallion, which is not required because boost medallions are bombos. Together with bombos being entry required for ice palace, which leads us to the cave.
Julian is gonna head over to desert.
And Catfish has 20 rupees. It's Land Molars.
Yes. Goomba is also gonna head over to Catfish before going to Julian have already cleared out desert, so he's just gonna head straight to Land Molars. I don't think Picky to Rose have been over here yet, so he's gonna have to do a bit more in here.
Yeah, Boost, Pinky Rose, and Goomba did not ever dipped into desert so far, so both of them will have to full clear this dungeon yet.
Meaning that Julian has quite a lead over the other runners right now.
Yeah, that not double dipping Swamp Palace and well, so far not checking Catfish saved them some time. Chat, burner on Landmo for Spy Cave. And what do we put in the Spy Cave? Cape?
Please no. I've already seen too many recent seeds having something on Spy Cave. I don't want another. Okay, this is gonna be huge. And the Molars blesses us today with the Titan Smiths.
So, that now unlocks pretty much Darkness Mountain and my area. And I would actually guess that our runners would check my area first to find out what the medallion is, and afterwards go to Darkness Mountain and, well, of course, they can also check about Cave while they're there. And afterwards go to Darkness Mountain and, well, find out what's in not lava, Super Bunny and how's it called? Bushel Cave.
You got there eventually. They also have the smiths and the pigs to check off as well.
And it looks like we have to get some quack for that smile medallion. So let's quack. Yeah, Cynam's now realizing that they can't use the mirror while being in the shovel game state. It's just not working. Hey, Quake, do you know that's the thing that was putting keys under the doormat? I think getting that with Maya.
Yeah, Julian definitely gonna head into Maya next. Well, that was nice from Ganning giving us the quake so quickly. So, next progression in Mr. Meyer.
I'm still in for saying that it's probably on that mountain.
Yeah. Looks like King Kitty Rose has the same idea, basically following the footsteps of Julian at his.
Yeah. Actually, interestingly, the big red bomb is pretty much logic now that we can clear out Maya.
Yeah, that's also a point. We have not seen any hints about it yet, so that could very much be something there.
Well, let's go on of our trackers. Also pointing out that we could get into Turtle Rock if we get the correct medallion for Turtle Rock and the correct laid out. Cape on Laser Bridge, interesting. I'd rather see the cape on Mimic Cave and have some troll item in on Laser Bridge later on. Yeah, sometimes I get that.
Yeah, sometimes I have the hardest time to remember what Mimic Cave is called.
Yeah, it's sometimes a bit hard with all those locations. Ooh. Cynam's saving and quitting and deciding to go to Catfish as well.
Map being the first fire-locked item. Julian is not gonna head down into the vanilla big key set. He's gonna do it now though, because he has not found the big key yet.
Yeah. You see, runners usually like to skip out on the cutscene chest because it takes a long time and feels 3 times as long as it actually does.
Yeah, especially now since I don't have the fire rod, it takes just even longer.
Yeah. At least you can push those blocks with this nice little pattern in order to get it through a bit quicker.
I can actually be thinking about one thing here. Couldn't I just use the hook shot to get through and do it that way? Just do it for swag?
You would lose quite a lot of time on switching the hook shot in the menu. With quick swap and in not too big item menu, where you have like not many where you don't have what's up there actually right now. I can't remember. Where you don't have like the top row completely filled and fire and the middle row almost empty. You could make a case for that.
Yeah. So, Pink Kitty Rose is already on Victorious. Decides to skip out on a few of the checks that Julian does. At least for now. And this avoid with a bloomerang from Victorious.
Yeah, I think there was another item on the left side, so they will have to come back in, but that at least one of the items done already.
And Goomba also bolts down to Victorious directly as well.
Yeah, usually makes sense because you have to do rituals anyway, especially in our dungeons. So putting it off for a long time doesn't make sense, but you do have to commit to go back in there.
I actually think for this here is more of the point that Julian maybe didn't count because Pink Kitty Rose did not go in again. Maybe all of the items were.
Well, you the ninja did find bombos, and PK doesn't have that yet, according to our trackers.
That is big.
Yeah, that
could be one
right
of the other
now.
rock.
That is our entrance to Ice Palace right now. We could have the cave inside Ice Palace.
Yeah. Or it could just be as simple as that is needed to enter the rock. So yeah, that is quite a big gamble to skip out on locations right now with how linear this is.
Yeah, it's not that good. It's understandable that they want to cut some time, especially after Swamp Palace, but it's not good.
It looks like because Goomba just to keep the mirror, he's also gonna run away from the bombos. And nothing from the big red bomb either.
So, okay, Pink Kitty Rose and Goomba now have to hope that the cave is not in Ice Palace or locked behind Ice Palace, and that Turok is not the Bombos Medallion. Otherwise, they are extremely hard behind.
That feels like a lot to ask about. Where is Julian going?
I guess they are doing something.
Oh Smith!
Okay, I like that one that we realized it at the exact moment.
Yeah, it was a tiny bit where the Bane's basically trying to knock the screws into the plank.
Yeah, that was nice.
Pinky Toes is gonna check what is needed for Turtle Rock. Oh, is it Bombos or is it Ether? Or maybe Quake? It's
Bombos.
Quake!
It's Quake! Okay. So, okay, half of the stuff that can go wrong for Pinky, Toes, and Goomba is not going wrong.
A big sigh of relief here from Pinky to Rose. See, it's kind of windy to check the hint. Can't do a lot else. Oh, of course, the first also. The boots is in here!
But we can't yet complete it.
Imagine boots being like in this first test here, that would be awesome.
It could also be that we get all the keys and then we get to boost on Laser Bridge and no.
Not today.
Yeah. Could have been like boots on Laser Bridge leading to like Monk Rocks for Cave.
We are going deep into this rabbit hole right now.
Also, Yudo Ninja actually found the gold thread in Hammerplex.
Oh. Okay, nothing in hookshot.
What is? I think Yudo Ninja wanted to bring the Smith with him? Oh no, they're doing publishers now. Not publishers, bomb it now. And
nothing on Death Mountain.
It's in Ice Palace. We don't. Ice Palace or publishers. Let's not go too far ahead.
This is so bad for Pinky Toes and Goomba at this point.
We can't get into King Zoom without the boots. Sorry, chat.
Yeah, that one is quite busted at this point.
The Turtle Rock is completely locked behind Fire Rod. The first chest was not the key, so we do need the Fire Rod to get any further.
It's not often actually found any small keys in that chest. It's if there's a key, it's a big key.
Yeah, I also feel that it's rarely that it's actually a key.
And Pinky Toes is now also gonna do this myth and possibly the purple set since Julian did do that one.
The chat asks if they can do Spike Cave actually right now, and the answer is yes, out of logic, but not because of the reason that was stated. The red mail does not change the damage of environmental stuff and like spikes and a few other things that do environmental damage to all one hearts, no matter what. And
basically, the answer is they need a red goo or blue goo.
Well, they could make it, I think, but it's so tight that they would pretty much actually really need red potion.
Thank you, game.
Yeah, thanks. Cyanum's gonna get their Bombers medallion in just a moment.
Good thing we have half magic, because that makes Ice Palace a bit easier this time around.
Well, it makes it easier, but at the same time you don't have the items that would make it easier. You don't have the Fire Rod, which would pretty much be really nice to have. They also don't have the boots, so the only movement they have for them going is actually the hookshot, which they can use.
Whoa, Pinky Toes have not sacked Gina yet. That's interesting.
No Pinkaderos, you can't powder open the walls.
Right now, there's no love for the purple zest.
Yep. Was there a hint about
Something sort in this sage closet.
Yeah, but we had that one for like about 1 hour now.
Yep. Okay, let's see if the last hint at least gonna give us something to work on.
Union right now tries to do a bomb shop setup. They're going on one of the last 2 pixels, and then based on that pixel, either have this word exactly perfectly lined up or by 1 pixel. It's hard to explain. There are a lot of pictures flying around for that one.
Basically, place a bomb at the right place and then stand at the right place.
Yeah. There are a few pixel combinations that work, but it's kind of precise and yeah, impossible to explain without visuals.
Yeah, we basically need this one of those counters on the screen to be able to explain.
Okay, that confirms there was a hint that told us that purple chest is a piece of art. So nice that our runners are looking more at the hints than we do.
That is good to know, at least. While we are looking for the yoke hints, they are looking for the value hints.
Okay, so Pinkadoodles and Goomba now in the second trip to Maya. They must feel so bad right now.
Yeah, this is not fun for them.
Yeah, they first double dipped Swamp Palace, now they are double dipping Maya, which are pretty much the 2 dungeons you don't want double dip next to
Thank
Ice
you,
Palace.
game. That was yet another glove hint for us.
Well, I guess that's nice. But we could not even get there without having the item from that hint. So, yay!
We basically see that Zainab has gotten the lead, the second place from Pinky to Rose and Goomba just because of that double dip.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Union Ninja definitely pretty has if like half of Ice Palace as a lead compared to Sign.
But what will our next progression be then? Someone is saying shovel.
Cape.
The only thing it could be shovel would be that if the logic is that there is a small key on Coaster, and that doesn't work either.
No, Coaster is never required for the Mario within the logic of the ends. We would need to find the cave, which leads us to the Varrot, which would then allow us to grab the small key into the rock, which would then afterwards lead us to how's it called, the Mario lock part of Treasure Rock later on.
But yeah, it's basically the cape we're looking for right now, because that is the next thing from what we need. Yet another bottle for Julian.
Oh Nice. Bullets are always nice to have.
Considering that I have powder and the swang net, yeah, having 3 extra bottles is definitely nice. Alright, cold stare time. Usually when I go up against cold stare, I wait just a tiny bit before activating bombers, just to make sure so that the ice doesn't drop down on me when I'm about to hit the first hit on the cold stare. But yeah, beautiful fight from Julian. And there is a small key there. Where do I have left then to check? Julian is heading up to Death Mountain. We have already seen those 6. Was not really anything on the dark side, but there's one place I have not been up there yet. That is Spike Cave.
Well, Spike Cave is not Nordic without either glove, without either a cape or the cannon burner.
Then I'll ask you, what do you have left then?
That's a good question.
That's right.
Oh!
GT is open.
Yes. Oh, yes! Oh my god. You never think about Gannon's tower. Also, chat, numbers!
Quick!
Yeah, quick!
1 to 22.
Yeah. And we see the 22. 22, the first number. Nice. So, Angel, where do you think the Gannon's tower big key is gonna be?
Because of how the seed have been so far, I'm gonna be pretty nice and say that it is number 4, and I think it's in the left side.
I'm going to say that the big key is number 2 and the ice rod is number 27.
Nice. But for what we know right now, Cape is somewhere in here.
Yeah. We can put the cave in number 1. So.
Yes, be nice. Oh, Julian is not heading to ET. He's gonna do Death Mountain first.
Yeah, makes kind of sense. But it could actually be that he is required to double dip Gannon's tower. He could find the cape behind ice hours, let's say, then have to go back in, go back out to grab his fire rod, go back in for the fire rod side, get the big key, and have then the ice rod in the big chest or something down like that.
We also got one interesting point in chat. Cape could be in Spike Cave and the burner is in GT.
Chat, please stop being so evil. I'm kidding. Please don't never stop being evil.
Continue. So we are gonna have the logic of the counting of whoever entered first. There was a time there where Pinky to Rose would be the first, but Julian is now heading over there and he's probably gonna end. And health-wise, Julian could make it into Spike Cave, but nah, We don't want to go there. Whoever gets right is gonna get a shout out at least. That is one thing that we can do. You're not gonna get any points on some leaderboards. The bot is not. Okay, we are gonna begin with the first two sets on the right side. This is pretty standard to see. In number 1, we have Big 20. In number 2, we have a small. And Julian is gonna do right side first. Are we gonna see only the first 4 sets, or are we gonna see a full right side?
Well, he kinda would have to do a bomb jump if he wants to do that.
Pile room!
Yeah, he kinda cannot do the rest of the right side without doing this.
Yeah, that's true. Pinky throws are gonna go straight left side instead. So 10 arrows on the torch.
Even if Pinky Heroes finds the big key first, we are going with the count based on Yulo Ninja because they entered first.
Julian has some sort of blue sweet sauce on him because he dodging that really nice.
And it's the ice rod. It's not the ice rod, it's just 10 arrows. And we
Pinky
got
throws
it.
it, found it.
Yeah, but at the same time, not Gomos yet, so have to open more shells. The question is, will they go for the
On number
rest
4,
of the
we have
basement?
10 arrows. I'm still gonna do this counting voice.
Pink Heroes is now going to show us a bomb jump. Or not.
Nope. In number 5, we have 10 arrows. In number 6, we have a green rupee. In number 7, we have a small key. And in number 8, we have the big key.
What the hell was that bunny sprite for Pink Heroes? Was that a bow?
The winner was Rascal Cuff. Congratulations, you were the first one to guess right. I also saw someone who had said 8.7. I wonder where that person got the 7 from.
I'm sure they pretty much know that they would realize that they just want the big key in the middle of stuff.
Yeah.
Could have also been the meridian between big key and cape or ice.
Pinky Rose pretty much trapped herself in that room.
Yeah, it's one of the rooms that you don't really want to enter. But you have to do it if you want to do this room without the fire rod.
Okay, here comes the bomb run from Pinky to Rose.
Yeah, place the bomb first in order to, and then goes a bit back up to bait the thing, and also we found the cape and the.
Yep. Which means that this seed is what we would call an ice rod %.
Yep, we are now only searching for the ice rod. And I guess some runners might want to find the boots, but they are not required to beat this.
Okay, so are we gonna say that ice rod is on is the green pendant?
Hey, we got the shovel. Nice.
Julian did miss doing the bomb jump there, and the big key, the big chest had just some rupees in it. Yeah, make it clear that enemy before you try that bomb jump. And doing a bomb jump when in these conditions here is super tough as well.
Yeah, if you actually don't know where the way is and you don't want to do the bomb jump, use either. That will pretty much lighten up the path. If you can reach one of the lamps, you can also hit one of those.
No, Julian killed Bob.
Well, there was another bomb afterwards. The spirit lived on.
Ice Rod is not in the front of GT. It is either in the back or at another.
Yeah, it could still be the classic Ice Rod on Laser Bridge.
Goomba is also gonna set up the bomb jump.
Oh my god, PKR has Ice Rod.
Oh, where did he get that?
I guess from the left, from the right side, from the fire rod lock side. So that's pretty much PKR ahead.
Yeah, that is huge. In the logic, we will have to get the fire rod before that. So that is quite a huge sequence break and a real nice one for Pinky Rose. We'll be taking the lead because Julian is climbing Bing GT right now.
Yeah. Boost Julian and Guma will have to double dip Ganon's tower because of that. Well, okay, Guma tries to bomb drop it now, but if he can get this, he will not have to double dip GT, but he looks to have some problems right now.
Trying to get a good pixel, but they do not get it. There we go.
This bomb jump is really hard because you have to stand on the conveyor while the shooter shoots at you and the grabby hand tries to put you back to the entrance.
Quite an irritating one, definitely.
And gets it.
Yeah, quite a interesting gamble actually to do right side here, and that was the right one. That's heads up for both Pinky Rose and Goomba. Oh, Synapse is doing a Spike Cave. Yeah, there was Rice Rod, the bottom right chest.
So that's as well go mode for Goomba.
Well, no mode for Goomba. Right now, Pinky Rose is the only one who is in go mode.
Well, he knows where he has to go, so that's go mode.
Isn't that no mode?
No mode is when we know where everything is that's in need.
Alright then. Anyway, Pinky Rose is gonna head into Skull Woods, and after that, we're gonna see her climbing GT. No, climbing Death Mountain to get to Turtle Rock, and then she's gonna do the rest of GT. Which is at the moment the right choice, because you would have to otherwise double dip climbing Death Mountain if you would do Turtle Rock before.
Yeah, definitely interesting.
Or so you could have basically continued with the GT after finding that Ice Rod. Well, it's actually I think that would actually be a little bit faster because... No, actually it wouldn't, because so you'll get dropped off after Pyramid after getting... Yeah, Green Pendant for Pinky Rose.
Yeah. So now they only have left go to Turtle Rock, and afterwards they can go straight back into Gen's Tower, go up, And for directly into the Gangnam, even though it's all dungeons, they already cleared out Aghanim a long time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, not much yet happening right now. Of course, Pinky Rios gets a bit trolled because Deadrock's gonna Deadrock.
Yeah. And it looked like Sign-Up is gonna do the big red bomb, maybe? Blue Cane in validation says, oh my god.
Yeah, no striker for logic. But okay, it was before because of but now we have it even more logic. And by the way, we are still not having the boot. Yeah, we are 1 hour 46 minutes in, and we are still not having the boots.
Well, the boots were somewhere near ETR, so Pinky Toes might find them here.
Yeah.
But at this point, would you really want to really dig for it because you're at the end of the game?
Well, I could see someone go like maybe quickly shake a few chests on Laser Bridge for it, just in case it's the boot sale, because it would actually save some time throughout the gauntlet. Not much, so like no one would go out of their range if they would, even if they would know the boots are in there. But Third Rock Laser Bridge might be worth it.
Considering how this seed had been, I'm surprised we're only seeing 2 forfeits at this. So I guess Julian is going catfish.
Yeah, looks like Hero Ninja really has some hard time. Or no, they do have cave. They are pretty much in go mode, except they have to go back into Ganon's tower.
Yeah,
Oh my
Julian
God.
doesn't know that Ice Rod is on the right side. He thinks that the Ice Rod might be here.
You know, Hero Ninja will have to go grab that Fire Rod, go into Ganon's tower, go back out, grab the Ice Rod, and go then back out of Ganon's tower into Turtle Rock.
Okay, that's a really beautiful bunny sprite for Pinky Teo.
Yeah, is that like bow or something? I don't know.
Kinda looks like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pinky Teo want to find those boots. We have had no one who has finished yet, so we might be looking at the winner considering with how the seed had been. But I could also see some people just coming ahead because they didn't double dip Meyer or Swampert.
Yeah. We pretty much saw that with Ninja and Synapse not double dipping those places, and we are pretty much ahead for a big chunk of the get race compared to Pinkajiri and Goomba.
So one interesting thing here actually, Sign Up did not go into GT while let's see before doing GT or stuff, before doing Spike Cave and stuff like that. So he's gonna have to do this climb yet again.
So could I actually throw something out? I think Goomba is right now ahead compared to Pinkity Rose because he actually. Oh, no, okay, he did not. I'm dumb. I thought he was one of the runners that did free cheat. And hey,
there's the boots.
Time to start running. right after the war that you would have wanted to have boots.
Yeah. Julian just picked up his fire rod, and Zainab's gonna go into GT for the first time. We're also seeing though that Goomba will not check any extra chest, so Goomba might jump over the chest that Pinky to Rose checked. So he might not pick up the boots.
Nah, he will. He wants to get the key. So, no matter what, he wants to get the key, and because he's the neat one, he needs to open the chest.
Yeah, but he skipped the small where the big key would normally be. So he has the key, so he could jump.
Well, you could, I guess, but then you pretty much also know that it's the boots in here. So it makes sense to quickly check that.
Yeah, he's gonna pick it up.
Yeah.
So, is there anyone who actually also been locked in that room? Because I have been locked myself in that room.
Yeah, I actually have seen a few players actually lock themselves in there and afterwards show how to get out there. It's extremely dumb and complicated, and I don't even know anymore how to do it.
I bet that viewers have mirrored out. I did not know how to get out of there.
Yeah, it's something.
Because had cleared all of the dungeons now, she only needs to go up and do Aga 2, and she will be off to get the bacon from Ganon. The room we are talking about is the one with the bar and the single chest.
And you Ninja finishing up Skullwoods.
Looks like Sanabs was thinking about also doing bomb jump, or did realize that I don't have fire rod, I should not be over here. It probably is the ladder in this point. Oh, did Julian? No, okay. Julian did not do that. Okay, good. I was thinking of other stuff there. I think we're gonna have a really pissed off Julian and Synapse later in the interview when once they found the ice rock.
Yeah. These interviews for this seat gonna be extremely interesting. This was probably not the most fun seat to run.
Yeah, this is definitely not one of the seats that you want as a new runner. Or maybe you do, because it was quite linear at one point.
Maybe you do want that seat that forces you to do everything dumb possible so that you know everything dumb possible.
Yeah, one of those 100% seats. It would be interesting to see if any of the other racers who we are not covering actually has all of the items locked.
Yeah, they probably are like at least like 10 more racers or something like that. Around 10 racers that are right now pretty much in go mode. I guess so that at least now in Turtle Rock or later.
I see Gumba is now doing the gauntlet as well. Yeah, right behind Pinky to Rose. Oh, we're gonna see Julian now heading up to GT. Will be finding his ice rod soon. Or he's doing Spike Cave. That is also very much possible. And Pinky to Rose runs is validated.
No, why?
Shouldn't either be blocked in since Pinky to Rose did probably do all of the checks here in GT. That one was somewhere at the first 22 tests.
Yeah. I think everyone should have Ether locked in at this point.
Yeah. Well, Aga 2 is dead, so it's time for the Pinky.
Yeah, Aga 2 is dead, Aga 1 already done. All the dungeons are completed. Let's put some butter on the pig.
Ooh, that sounds good. So it's 6 sword hits for each phase. So for phase 1 and 2, there are 4 in phase 3, and then there are 4 silver arrows for the last phase. And we also see the dash strat here from Pinky to Rose in second.
Pinky to Rose actually overkicked getting a bit there. I only needed 6 hits. They did like 12 hits on him just because they can.
Now that is rude. Not like Cuphead where you can do the damage between phases and they transfer over.
Yeah, or can't you in Cuphead even like hit the bosses while they are off screen in the middle of transforming and stuff?
Yeah. So the first 3 phases done. Only 4 silver arrows now left for Pinky to Rose.
And Pig, yes, we found the thing that you call silver arrows. Here, have some of them. And that was a beautiful triple. Get your GGs into the chat for Pink Kitty Rose. Finishing with a time of 1 hour 58 minutes and 32 seconds. And second place in the race overall, directly behind Salty Fry.
Salty Fry again in the first place there with 1 hour 57 minutes and 56 seconds. Wow. That is probably due to the double dips that Pinky to Rose did. And I would maybe say that Salty Fry could have done the bomb jump as well, but I think he didn't. I would be interested to see how his route were. And we are rolled. We have been joined here with Pinky to Rose. GG.
How am I second? How am I second?
Bomb jump, would I say?
Yep, that bomb jump.
So my cheeky entrance strats do it again.
Yep.
Oh, that was awful. Like, I've been feeling bad the entire time. So I guess I would have won by like 10 minutes had I not actually skipped the second item in Mire, because I was so bored. I was so bored. The scene was just this annoying straight line, and I just wanted to deviate from it so badly. And then
Hey.
you deviate from it and you get smacked in the face.
Hey, you doubled the Boost, Swamp, and Maya, and it still worked out. By the way, Guma, who just finished on the restream, GG's in the chat, did the exact same things. He did pretty much do the exact same things. Only difference was in Ganon's tower, he first did the left side and then bump jump, while you did first right side with the bump jump and then left side and found cave and GG.
Oh, God.
Basically, both you and Goomba did double dips in Swamp and Mr. Meyer, and Julian Ninja and Sign Up did not.
Yeah.
Can't believe I skipped one chest in the entire game! And its progression. In the entire game, I was so diligently doing everything! And the moment I want to try and get off this boring bootsless path, it punishes me! Come on, game, give me a break!
Okay, we are now joined by Guma, GG's, and Pinky Derosa can love on.
Help.
Help
Yeah.
is a good word!
What just happened?
We got screwed for skipping a single chest in the entire game, that's what.
You last location bombos too?
I sure did! It was the
Hell
only
yeah.
thing I skipped in the entire game! And it was bombos.
I
Well-
skipped the entirety of Meyer, to be fair.
Yeah, both of you did. Both of you grabbed the Vicky, gone to the spike chest thing, and straight to the bar.
Oh my lord, I can't believe this game lately. It's just like, did you do anything to try to make time back after a previous play that went bad? Punished! Psh, just no! Smack in the face! Stop!
I also
So you're
double
not
dipped
allowed to make time
pass.
back!
Hey,
I did
you
too.
boosted.
Did you
Why
did
would
you go into swamp
Yes.
too?
And
Yeah.
both of you also did the bomb jump in GT for right side.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I was not leaving the ice rod there. That was not happening.
I mean, for heaven's sakes, why would the hookshot be in any of the 20 other items? Not to the west side of Swamp, right?
Right?
Instead, it'll be one of the 3 items past Swamp. I guess I should have started the Dark World by going south and looping all the way to Big Game.
But at the same time, of course, Swamp was pretty early on, so it was understandable. And then it did not have anything at all.
Those flippers locked a grand total of nothing at all! There was nothing flipper locked while I even give me those other than getting to West Side Dark World.
Well, you had Hammer for West Side Dark World.
Yeah.
Well, they were given out for Ice Palace and Swamp Palace, for Ice Palace to get into Gan Sour, so I guess you had some progression behind.
At least it let me skip the other 2 items in Ice.
Yeah, at least I didn't get punished for go modding Ice Palace, I guess.
Yay! Oh, so mad. It's like, this was pretty much everything I despise about Aga Seeds and all Dungeon Seeds wrapped into one lovely, horrible package.
Fear
And
Agent,
it's like-
if you're listening, you're fired.
Also,
You're fired.
for heaven's sakes, can we have a louder shout out to just let us start with boobs? Look at this scene! Does this look like fun? The game's designed to have boots! You get them after your first dungeon! Just let us start with boots!
Just join the Overworld Glitches tournament and you will have a lot of boots.
But then I'm gonna screw up and get infinite screen wraps.
Hey, that's just the fun in watching.
I'm rusty. Can we start with boots, please? Please, it's been begged for version after version. Just let us start with boots.
That's pointed customizer.
But customizers aren't in the dailies. Oh post-go mode boots? Why? Why did all dungeon season post-go mode boots? But do you feel exhausted?
I feel dead inside. Please help.
I think after this seat there can no help be ever sent, like, ever again.
I can safely say that Plasma Kappa's comment will never have been more accurate.
We can't just put both the rods in GT, no, we gotta lock one behind a fetch quest in GT! So you gotta go back down the mountain first to go get fire rods so you can come back up the mountain so you do turn rocks, you get boots, you glide GT and finish the freaking game!
Hey, at least you were able to skip out the second trip into GT by doing that.
And we see signed up back to using bombos when he found the fire, got the fire.
Yeah, he used that medallion to burn the fire rod. I don't think he was happy about it.
Oh, it's so painful.
Now, if we look back at the chat log for the RC channel, I seem to recall this being posted. Let me post that in Twitch chat.
Oh, I know what you're gonna copy and paste. Good job, Goomba!
Oh,
Cursed
that
us
one,
all.
yeah.
Yep. I've cursed every single one of us.
Hey, at least you did not get my cards throughout the siege. Like, I had a few worse things in mind for the seat.
I was also gonna say, at least it was not me saying that, because that would be the second time in a row where I commentated where I have cursed.
Like, honestly, as soon as I looked at the Dark World map and saw the pendants, I just groaned because I knew both rods were gonna be in GT. And then I saw the fire rod on Bumper Ledge, and I just said, screw you, game. Because I knew exactly what was gonna happen.
Yeah. Who is gonna play another All Dungeon Siege sometime this year?
No thank you. I'll pass.
I didn't even play, and I'm gonna say no thank you.
Yeah, I don't understand why these were such a fad during the fall tournament, because it's just like, they just hurt. I mean, I guess it allowed me to make a somehow last location bombos and still do fine out of this, but like, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
To be fair, given the layout of the seed, I think a lot of people last location bombos, because a lot of people are going to skip that.
I wouldn't.
Of course it was cutscene chest, by the way. If I just gone straight to cutscene chest, I would have won if I didn't try to avoid it. Oh.
And we also have Julian now have finished as well in 10th place with a time of 2 hours, 8 minutes and 7 seconds.
Can I just say that 2 hours 8 minutes is the 10th place of the seed?
Yeah, this one sucked. Because, I mean, most of the people in this race are not going to know how to bomb jump east, like the east side of GT Basement. And that was the thing you had to do this seed.
Yeah, it's kind of a thing that is not ever needed in any normal mode and only rarely needed in stuff where you can GT early.
I'm just glad I play entrance.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I do this all the time. Let's do it. I had to do a boots list, though. It's a lot easier for boots. Gotta have those boots.
At least there was a hook shot, right?
Boots!
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 God! Get no freaking.
You know, Pink, I get this strange impression that maybe, just maybe, you like having boots. Am I
wrong? My heart sank when I saw the words, "The boots are in Turtle Rock."
Yeah, there's nothing quite like 150 boots to, really put my spirits high.
So,
Hey.
how many here is gonna go take a drink after this?
I'm gonna drink some bleach, I think. See ya. We're done here.
Okay, at least something interesting. Who's PKR and Goomba with the same collection rate?
Oh, really?
Well, we did the
Yeah,
exact same thing.
Yep. Well, actually, yeah, you had a bit different in Ganon's tower routing, so I guess Goomba was able to skip a few other chests.
I mean, I still full cleared the basement minus tile room. Probably.
Yeah,
I did-
PKR mirrored after cave.
Yeah, so I didn't do Ice Arbos, the other 3 items in Random Room, the big chest. I did do Tile Room, though.
Yeah, I went Hope Room full left because I knew the cave couldn't be in Compass Room, so I figured I would do the left side first. See if the ice rod went up.
I did the right side because I'm just like, the only thing that's gonna save me this seed is if the Ice Rod is on the Fire Rod lock side of GT. Oh, look, it is.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fair.
That was a really good gamble from both of you to actually do that.
It's like, so I step aside. I know what I'm doing. Oh, this is a cool looking palm jump, I guess.
Yeah, you actually executed that extremely well, that one round.
I did not.
Yeah, I didn't want to point that one out.
Uh,
I may have fallen once.
As my file name says, can we ban Aga? Because
Yeah, sure.
like, the problem with Aga seeds is the linearity that they cause, because usually what happens is you get to the Dark World, you have access to a small chunk of the Dark World, you go do that, you get a hook shot, you go to the other side of the Dark World, you go do that, you get mitts, you go follow those. You get one item from that, you go follow that. It's just like, I haven't had just a straight up hammer for Dark World access in like 20 seeds, and it is driving me crazy.
Yeah. How did you like the, like literally, hey, here's a glove, go do Landmola for the second glove? Part of it.
When I got that, I'm just like, this unlocks 2 locations. Great. I'm happy I put off
walked up.
Desert Palace.
Yeah.
Yep.
I hadn't gone to desert yet either, but I still walked up the catfish first.
Same.
Yeah.
It's like, use the pyramid, save and quit. Go get catfish. It's like, come on. It's like, desert's gonna be boots locked. We're gonna get the boots at some point this scene. No! Think again, sucker!
What are boots? What are those? Like, no memes. What are those?
Something that people love, but for some reason the devs really hate letting us have them.
I wonder why.
Because they single-handedly make the game more fun, because the entire game was designed with having them!
Yeah, the seeds can be horrible. Have booster, have fun.
I'm gonna say something here. If you guys are wondering in chat why Julian hasn't joined us, he's not gonna. He's feeling asleep.
I can't blame him.
I don't blame him after that disaster.
Yeah.
At least we subdued. Wait, did you subdue?
No.
Oh,
13 seconds.
10 seconds.
it's like only Salty and I managed to drag ourselves over the finish line.
Yeah.
Oh!
At least you did subdue.
Hey, at least I didn't do Aga too early! Because you had to
Yeah.
do it!
So,
Even
Synapse is right now in GT and has not been in
GT?
TR. I mean,
Touch Rock, and he already cleared Gen's tower out.
Yep. I feel sad for him.
Rip.
Well, once he is done with Touch Rock, he just has to save and quit and can directly go to the pyramid like that.
That is one nice thing. Both this mode and Inverted have that going for them, where you just save and quit with your mirror in your hand, and you're at cannon!
Yeah.
Synapse also wants to find the boots. He just opens the door to the hour chest.
Yeah, that's actually an interesting thing. I wonder if he's gonna go down to King's Tomb and Bonk Rocks before going into GT after leaving TR after done laser bits.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Well,
Right,
here's
he
the problem.
deleted the ice rod. Oh no.
He can't get back up to the top of Turtle Rock because he's gonna have to go with the emergency exit, so I kind of doubt that he's going to go back into GT then. Because it would make more sense to go back down to King's Tomb and Bonk Rocks, because you're reclimbing Death Mountain no matter what. That's pain.
That's actually a big pain for him.
I will say one thing about this boot situation, though. I'd rather have this than have the boots be in some dumb high variance location where someone gets them super early and other people don't. Either give everyone boots or give no one boots. That's my philosophy.
Yeah, it's like my simple argument on that one is, well, if we just start with them, they wouldn't be so much of a problem.
I mean, yes, I agree with you. We should just start with boots. But
I mean,
if it's gonna be like this,
I did some science.
or nobody.
Myself and a few others did some science on boots, by the way, because everybody tries to say, oh, they only save a couple of minutes. 9 minutes or more! Like myself and about 5 others ran NMG without using them, aside from the parts where you had to block stuff off with torches. 9 minutes or more throughout the entire run, so they do mean a lot.
Yeah, they save a lot of time.
You actually need to think about in NMG, a lot of it is actually cutscenes, and those cutscenes are cut out in Reddit, so they save even more.
Yeah, I mean, like 40 seconds of every split in Rando, or in NMG at least, is just text mashing through crystal cutscenes.
It sounds a little something like this.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Well, Sign Up just picked up the boots.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna go. I need to cleanse my brain of bootsless all dungeons.
Yeah, I'm gonna go think about literally anything else now.
Yeah, go have a lie down, drink some coffee or something, get the blood sugar down.
Can somebody please lend me some luck? Some for Goomba too, since we got the same situation going on.
Yes, all of our runners some love.
Okay, just a couple luck, please, from one neighbor to another.
Why did
just
this
a little
happen?
luck. Can I have a 4-leaf clover? Something? A rabbit slip?
I woke up like right before this race, and I think I'm just going back to bed.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.
Goodbye, everybody.
Night, you too.
Thanks for having me. GG's, everyone. See you next time.
Congratulations to your 3rd place finish as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how, but thank you.
So, we basically got a word that we might not see Sign Up be completed here.
Yeah, they taking a bit long, and right after this at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, we got a Part 2 race coming up, so we will let him do a few more checks. Or is he doing?
Let us at least see if he. Let us at least see Bonk Rocks and King's Tomb, then we know what.
Yeah, that would be a nice one to see, and afterwards, I guess he will cut it. So I guess I will just ask you guys to follow the runners, because they did an awesome job. Follow our 2 trackers, Wolflink and Masker, they did awesome, and follow my co-commentator, Angel. He was awesome. I wasn't.
Thank you. If you want to see any more randomizer after this seed, you might want to see something good. There is another the daily race coming up at 9 p.m. I'm gonna open up the schedule so I see exactly what it is.
Yeah. If you're speaking German, on Speed Gaming Deutsch, there is the German A Link to the Past Randomizer tournament going on. At 5 p.m. we will have the Wind Waker Randomizer on Speed Gaming 2. That's going to be a spring tournament race. At 6 p.m. we'll have the Messenger on Speed Gaming 4, and like I said, right after us here we will have Portal 2 right here on Speed Gaming 1.
Following that, it's Final Fantasy 1 randomizer, and after that we have the daily race, which is standard mode, but it's not all dungeons. So hopefully that one will be a little bit nicer to our featured runners and the other ones who are running as well.
Well, even without the all dungeon parts, this one wasn't a nice.
Definitely not.
But yeah, with that, we are going to sign up here and let signups finish up off stream. So go check them out if you want to watch them finish. They did an awesome job, and they will continue. It may take them about 50 more minutes if they base at maximum until they're finished, and then all of our featured runners will be done. But we won't watch that, so goodbye everyone. See you again next time.
Bye bye.